Hi guys, I just saw a link in our Discord channel about titus-awesome, and I've looked around, and Chris Titus Tech here has some interesting repositories that you can visit as well. Automated ArcoLinux install. Oh, right. We have made so many videos already about how to install ArcoLinux. And there are 40 ways of doing that, and it's all explained on ArcoLinuxiso.com, where we also take a look at how to build, create ISOs, and about all the ArcoLinux installers. There are many more people who do exactly the same thing as we, right? Get Arch on our system, and that's it. So it is an interesting playground. All kinds of Lego blocks, put them all together, and you've got a operating system. So there's more Arch Titus ISO based on easy Arch and so much other things. But I came here for the awesome code here, titus-awesome. So now, at this point, I'm not ArcoLinux. I do not have my hat on of ArcoLinux. Now I'm just a user like you who finds something online and says, oh, look at that, there is some code. I can have my design like this. The awesome can look like this with a Rofi combi panel, an exit screen, and a full screen, and you start reading. So I'm a user. What's the workflow for a user? You can do many things. One of the things, I'll probably deviate already, is I'm not a fan of forking. So what's a fork? A fork is actually creating okay, oof. It's on my account, not on the ArcoLinux account. Oof, right? Oof, oof. So I've done a fork. At this point in time, a copy forked from is now on my machine, titus-awesome, on my GitHub, ericdubois.com. If you have, well, github.com/ericdubois repositories. I will have a fork somewhere, unless we are mistaken, and it is on the ArcoLinux one. I should get rid of it, but I have forked somewhere here he is, created two directories. So that's a choice, right? That's a choice. You can do that, and that's okay. I have no problem if you do that. Delete this repository. My workflow is a little bit different. My workflow is, let's go back and back and back and back and back and back. I need to go back to Titus, like this. This code, I want to get it, like so. I'm gonna make my own file, my own name, and all that. I'm in control. My GitHub. Control H, Control Shift 1. Okay, this one can go, I see. So the desktop is where I play. So anything that's on my desktop can be deleted. Otherwise, I forgot to move it to where it's supposed to be. So it can be deleted. Git clone titus-awesome. Now, all the credit to him and all the copyright and all what you want, but I'm gonna rename it probably to the awesome or something. You know what I've done. It's all recorded in videos. I want to have a difference because it's not gonna stay titus-awesome, right? You want to make it your own. So hence, best idea I think is go and create go create maybe this one, but I guess I need to go to Firefox, but I need to kill all kinds of things. No, not Firefox, Eric, not Firefox, but Firefox is for the ArcoLinux account, for the head of ArcoLinux, and Control-Alt-V, Vivaldi, that's for me, Eric. So I'll close all the other tabs. So repositories, new. Now awesome T, awesome, just awesome. Oh yeah, that's a good name, just awesome. just awesome. I have my own repository, my own name, my own vision. How does awesome need to look? And I'll start with the basis from somewhere. That's the idea. Be creative, but stay in control. Click. Then well, we don't need this one, do we? I'll leave it open. And then we go to my own folder. There's the ArcoLinux folder. And there's the Eric folder. The Eric folder is data. And I can get all the personal GitHubs. It's a simple way of getting stuff in that I want and other things that I don't want. Just awesome is what I want. Save, quit, and this can quit. And I'm gonna say, get me all my personal stuff. Okay, just awesome is in. Where are you, just awesome? J, there she is. It's a she. And in the desktop, I have the original code. Control H, Git. We don't want the Git, that the Git is mine, right? This is not empty. Mine is not empty. It points to my GitHub. This points to his GitHub. So we just want this. And like I said, license can stay. It's his work. We're just tweaking it to become more our work, what we like. So we got just awesome. We can push to the internet. Pushing to the internet is a few scripts. This one, that one, Control C, just awesome, Control V. This is gonna be main. So the Git should push not to master, but to main. That's correct. And then let's push it to the internet. Okay, third time is a charm. So first commit. And then we need to get our passwords in. All right, it's pushed to the internet. Let's have a look. Just awesome is pushed. Didn't change anything, right? So we still know where it's coming from, etc., etc. But we'll take a few things and change it up the way we like it. And that's the fun, right? That's rewriting, reusing code from somebody else. This we can delete this, so we don't have tabs that are unnecessary. Then the workflow. Atom, Genie, code, Sublime Text. Which one will we take, right? Let's take code for for this project. I'll drag the complete folder, boom, in there. And then we have, we don't need this one for now because we've got it. So that's the structure. That's the main topic here. Local gears, require gears, beautiful. You start reading. Required theme. I got all of this. Notifications, auto start, decorate, module exit screen. How will we ever test this? Maybe we should do that first. How will we ever test this? With a virtual machine. Auto start is here. Layout. And some more configuration. So it is not easy. Nobody's gonna say that this is easy. Here's the pycom.conf. It is a study. It is again a school. Here's the content.conf. So why a pycom and why a content? We'll use pycom anyway. But you have to figure it all out yourself. All right, let's set it up. We've got this, number 2, number 3, super F7. I have plenty of stuff to test it out on. Let's take this one. Let's see what this is, if it's already installed or not. Yep, that's the BTRFS with Snapper. Fine. Doesn't really matter if it's on XFS or ZFS or RiserFS, or doesn't really matter, but maybe it should just update the system. But that's taken care of. That's that. And then Control-Alt-E, our beautiful ArcoLinux tweak tool. Let's count the seconds. Awesome, install, click 1, 2, 3. Awesome is installed. Log out. All right, so we're in Awesome. Control-C, bye, conky. And then we go for the desktop, the desktop, right mouse click, git clone what? HTTPS github.com where what just awesome we called it. Just awesome. Voila. So we got the code in. The code is of course not part of my system, but that's just a matter of Control-C, Eric, Control-H, .config, original awesome, Control-C, Control-V. Let's first make a copy, right? This is exactly the same thing. Oh, do we have melt? We have melt already. So no differences. That's good, because I want it to be a copy of. Now I go back to desktop, go in here. Don't want this, definitely don't want this. Control-H, Control-A, Control-C. And then we go a few lines up. Awesome. And we just copy paste it over. So we say, forget about any of our stuff. This is our stuff. This is his stuff. We'll see what happens. Superx, log out, and things will be broken. And that's the fun. Okay, we've got something, all right. We've got something that kind of works, I think. This is the Rofi is already there, so plus Firefox, for example, seems to work. It's opening more now. I don't have caps. I don't know if caps will come if I add a terminal, for example. Termite is there. All right, and it even is rounded, right? You have to like it. It's not really a fan of rounded things, but it's done. It's okay. It just works, and that's of course the fun. It just works. All right. So we don't actually have to do many things here, and the max, the floating tile, 3 things. The calendar is here, right mouse click. There's a font, specific font that's defined there. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 workspaces, I would think. Not sure if the first one is a space or has to be something else. Nothing happens anyway, but Control-T, no. Super enter, no. Control-Alt, Control-Alt, enter, no. Super enter, no. So keyboards, right? Keyboard bindings. Where are my keyboard bindings? I need to have a terminal. Right mouse click. Not working either. Then we're gonna go for this one if we can. I seem to be frozen. And that can happen, right? If you start with doing these things, that's like, when you really start developing tiling window managers from scratch, you are in you're in a pickle, they say. You are in a tough spot, right? It's always very tricky to actually get started in a Thuna or in a terminal, because you don't know if there are keyboard shortcuts, if there are terminals, so you need to figure it all out. So we got ourselves, I see, for instance, Compton, right? Well, Pycom actually. Let's see. So there are some things that are defined that we should probably take a look at. Anyway, now I've closed it. That's not smart. Two things: Funar, file manager, and a terminal. Any terminal will be fine. And let's take Alacrity. Let's see if that one is looking okay. Firefox, don't really need. Why did he do that? Okay, my mistake then. Alacrity. Now what? We need code to check on the code, because the code that I have is this code. Awesome. And I need to open it with something. Well, I could install -s code again if you want to, or VS Code is it called, I think. Through the Blackman -s VS Code something. VS Codium bin is the name. Anyway, I've got myself right mouse click, open with code. Atom is there as well, so they still have a choice. And we have immediately some nice coloring. So Lua. Local gears, awful, Waybox, theme. And then we need to just, I'm reading diagonally, is that the word? Wow. Well, from top left to bottom right, just go through the code and see, okay, what does it provide? What can we do? License, Git, widgets, themes, modules, configuration. That would be the first thing to check out, I think. Apps. Gears file system, resources. Rofi is installed. Terminator is the terminal. Aha. Okay. You can either install Terminator or the first change, Alacrity. i3 lock, can fancy. Let's do a save first. What was that? This was my supershift R. Supershift R is probably something else on this particular setup, right? We have our reload like that. And it will be tricky. There's no doubt about it. And it just depends. How much time do you want to spend into it? How much time do you want to give it? Aha, we have a wallpaper. Thank you, Variety. Next. And then code, supershiftd. It does not exist, right? Plus is kind of frozen, is it? Ah, there he is. Alacrity or code. Let's cut that code first. And hopefully everything is still in there. Yes, it is. Yes and no. This is just the one file. List of apps to start by default on some actions. Default. That's the browser. Is that this link? Because I don't think we have Brave installed. Oh, this is kind of slow. Don't think it's my doing. Just have to be patient till Rofi probably reads everything. Or not. It's not coming. Maybe we should install. Okay, Discord. Where he who what? No, quit. Didn't ask for that. No. So, now it's responsive. Alacrity. Can we click it? Arrow down then. Enter. So sudo pacman is maybe an easiest way to work at this point in time and later figure out how do I start and where do I start Alacrity. Let's see. Control T, no, super T. We get this, that's good to remember. Super T is that. Okay, super enter. Super enter, no. Super P, let's try some things here. Ah, what's that? What's that? How do you get that? Super Z? Super Z. Super Z is a drop down of Terminator. Okay, something to remember again. Super. So I have Brave -s Brave, a Brave bin. Yeah. And since I've installed it, this nice icon up there of Brave won't do anything. Okay, so the idea is not that it launches anything, it is really a workspace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 workspaces. And here the idea is to have Brave. Super Z? No. Super T? No. Super T is welcome to Brave. Super T is launches Brave. And this is how we investigate these things, right? Just by accident we discover, that's how we launch Brave. And somewhere in here it has to have code. We'll probably have touched something. And voila, Discord starts. We don't have Nautilus. We actually have Tunar, so that's something we can change. Discord is okay. Editor, gedit, show. I would go for Sublime, Subla. Probably get rid of this is text. Yeah, okay. Subble, right? Sublime text. Firefox if you want it. Flameshot, I love it. Great, good. Ah, somebody calls. Well, delivery boy is gone. So the i3 log fancy, we saw an image, I think, on GitHub. What we have is ArcoLinux logout. That's our name. ArcoLinux logout. I'm sorry, but I like my own software. Save. And so on it goes, right? Quake is Terminator, it says here. Quake, right? Quake, whatever. And here we have something. Picam, and Picam is not reacting. Picam config, file system, get configuration directory, configuration, picam.conf. No idea. Now somewhere is there an Thunar launchment. I can launch somehow Thunar, but tried a few buttons. Maybe I get lucky, you know. So the config, let's make everything a little bit faster. This one there, awesome. Configuration, that's where we are. Here's the configuration, and that's the Picam. And why is Picam not working? I did see somewhere in here. That's the one they want to test, right? Control C, Control V. Then what they want me to test is inside home eric.config awesome. This one. Let's see if that's correct. Awesome configuration Picam. Awesome configuration Picam. Awesome configuration Picam. Yeah, that's correct. And what did I say? Not supported vsync found for this back end. So vsync thing. Refresh rate is also not used anymore. refresh rates. Maybe we should get the folder in. Open folder and get awesome in. Like so. Yes, I trust it. Configuration. Pychem. And what are they saying? Refresh rate. Controlfind refresh rate is not used anymore. Fine, it's out. Let me try again. Failed to initialize the backend, not supported. vsync methods. Controlfind vsync is true. Vsync is false. Save. Run it again. No error, but also it's not finishing, but maybe that's because I don't have this. But it's not transparent. Is it meant to be transparent? Background blurring, inactive opacity, transparent frame opacity. It's not meant to be transparent. Save. Better. Now, whatever is active is transparent. Okay, but well, it works, right? But it's the wrong line. 1.0 save. We could do frame opacity and kind of override true. Let's see if we like this. Choices. Some transparency. Controlfind alacrity, not in there. Where did we put it? Opacity rule. Save, and that back went to 0. And it's gone. And this is alacrity. This is alacrity. Is the class not correct? Xprop. Click. Capital A. Save. Let's start this again. It's already done. Okay. So pkill pychem. No, kill all better. Kill all pychem. Voila. And then we launch it again. And we got this. That's okay. Frame opacity. I wonder. Well, I want to have my superx, if possible, so the ArcoLinux log out. So there still seems to be some old things, right? Old code in there. So I'm gonna do this again. Super T, okay. Super Y, super U, super I, O, P, M, L. L is working. Super L. That's nice to know. Super Q, super Y, super H, super G, F, D, S, Q, W, X, C. Aha. What's this? Super X. That's alacrity. Superx. I still have this. If it's unfocused, it's black, and otherwise it's transparent, which I don't want. But okay, we'll figure it out later on. Somewhere in the PyChem or whatever it's launching might be. We'll see. So there's still work. Code. It is a long way. It's slow. Making all this. Control save. It looks okay. Inactive opacity, frame opacity. Well, that's these things I thought. No. I have from this the bars up there. Inactivity override true. Activity is 1. Told them to be alacrity to be transparent. So I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Fading is true. Well, will come later. You have to give yourself always time and figure it out later. Init Lua, the keys, configuration keys, that might be something to take a look at. The global Lua keys, the keys. Hold keys, pop up, F1. Didn't try that one. No, that's not F1. No. Is it with something else? Let's try here or here. F1. Nothing happens. W. Tag preview. View previous group tag. With the super key. Mod key. What is mod key? Is it super? Because not everybody is a fan of that. So that's super F1, super F2, super F3, super F4, super F5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they're not programs. Okay. Super W and S. And Alt Control up. That's next one, the tags, new workspaces. And then super D. What's this? Focus next by index. Super D. Here we need something. Super R. That's this guy. Super R. And then Alt key space, that's this thing. Okay. And then mod shift R, so that's mod, that's super, and then shift and then R. That was the thing that we shouldn't press. Okay. Okay. And that's part of the adventure. And somebody else's config, diving inside code that you've never seen before. Go. Why is it launching Brave? If I click here. But we had super R, right? Yes. Super R. I want to run code. Okay, let's read on. So let's read now what it does. Super R Modi. Here somewhere was something I did. The reboot probably. This one. Alt Shift R. Don't touch. Don't like it. Awful thing. So awful things, they go inside these guys. Every language has its own way of doing things. So from the comma till the comma, you can tag this out. This was no fun. Edit. Let's see if it works also like this. Voila. Nice. Toggle out. Though this is not used anymore. This cannot happen to me anymore. Mod Shift R. if I reload. Awesome. Shut down now. Mod shift S. Mod shift. Let's try something. Mod shift X does nothing. Right? Mod shift X does nothing. It just types X, which means that the key binding is open. Mod shift S becomes X, becomes ArcoLinux logout. And then shut down computer. Yeah, sure. ArcoLinux logout. It does more than just shut down. Eh? Group awesome. Mod shift L, exit screen show, logout screen. Control S. And this is all on my .config awesome. What I need to do later on is push it back to the GitHub. So later on, when I have some time again, right, I can go back into the code and change some more. But this is what I've been saying in so many videos. Read. Open a browser. The default browser is in the apps. It says apps dot. So where's the apps? In somewhere. Do we have something that's called apps? Here. So here it will get his information from, and that we've been editing this, more or less. This is something we should check. That's pnmixer, shows an audio control applet in history when installed. New software. Don't know pnmixer, so I'm interested. Oh my god, super D? No, super D, super S? No. What was it again? Super R? Super R. And then Alacrity. And then pnmixer. So yay. Is yay installed? Yes, because we're on ArcoLinux. pnmixer. I got it, Eric. Eric, you got it. You have installed it already in the past. Go. Do you know how many things I have on the repo? No? Okay. Preferences. Volume control, power control, hotkeys, notifications, apply. Can't play back db range invalid argument. Let's see, mixer. Okay, seems to be in order. Now where's my code again? Super R, yeah, code. So we were talking about global, looking at all these things, keys. Maybe we should start it with init, since init is an initialize things, and it's actually going to load mod and global. Okay, so mod is, here it is. Mod key is the super key, and mod 1 is the alt key. So take a look at your keyboard. Mod key is super, Windows key, and alt keys is that one. So if you want to change it around, that's here, and then everything is correct. Great thinking. Good job, Chris. And then global Lua, where we're still, how many lines? Oh my god, look. Video is way too long, right? Keeps on going. All of this needs to be read, as simple as that. Okay, Control T doesn't do a thing. I want this to be a Alacrity. So init lua, okay, fines, then fine. Then we have this, and we have that, and we have this. The terminal was in apps lua. We told the default terminal is alacrity, so the word terminal, Control C, matters, Control find, is just mentioned once, fine. It's going to get stuff run on startup, user variety, config awesome configuration, awesome spawn, Steam, games, don't want this, all of this, right? This is not for me. I'm not a gamer. Steam silence, these things can just be omitted. A space. And I actually do want Blueberry Tray, but then not in VirtualBox, of course. That's already changed. So terminal, I want to have a terminal. Control find. Where's the word terminal? Superx. Superx. Okay, Superx is a terminal. Control T doesn't do anything. So Superx has to be T. Control. I want to have control. There it is. Control, copy paste. Control. And I want to have an alt key, a combo of mod key, I guess. Mod key. No. Not mod key. Let's save this already. It's alt key. Control alt. Yeah, control alt. So it's the mod 1 that I should say. Where are you? Where were we typing? I've lost where we were typing. Ah, there. So control mod key. Eric. Can we find a reference somewhere? Here it is. That's a good reference. The alt key, control, alt, control T. Fine. Where and how do we reload awesome? We reload it with super control R. Super control R. What do we do? Super shift R. So shift mod key, shift, super shift R is our restart. Quitting things, we don't want that, we want to go out with something else. So super shift R and then the terminal again. Those are the things that matter most, right? Getting in, getting out, launching this, launching that. So alt control T. How about super T? Super T is brave. Okay, I keep off. But control T will be mine. Will be control alt key will be okay. Just checking the syntax. Save. Let's go to ArcoLinux logout. Log out and log back in. And the keys will be applied. Let's wait for it. Voila. Super shift R. And we are reloading. Super shift R. A soft goes away softly and it's back. So that's that. Control T. That's working as well. Not a control T, not a control T. And it divides like this. I was thinking of following. Is auto tiling not working with awesome? I think it is. Super X, okay. Super X should be programmed superx is not in there, not yet. So ArcoLinux logout, logout, login, and then super T is not existing. Yeah, it is existing. Control T, Control T, Control T, Control T. Doesn't seem the auto tiling to work. Is it anything that we should enable? No. Is it something that needs a reboot? Maybe. Okay, for later. Superx is working. Super Q, I mean, is working. Supershift Q is not working. So that's another keyboard shortcut that we use. Super Q, however, is. The supershiftd is a D menu, which is my preference. This is the code. And off you go, right? Superx, I wanted to find an X, but then an X that has these things, I think, around it, or is it? No, these things. Is there already an X somewhere? So mod shift X ArcoLinux logout. So I need to have the superx. Supershift X works as well, I believe, on ArcoLinux. Let me test another part here. Already 46 minutes. And you see how quickly a Wednesday afternoon or something like that is just gone, right? It's just gone with experimenting all kinds of things. Superx is just superx that we have. So this can go. Don't need the shift. Then I don't think I need this. And then we save and super shift R, reload, superx, and we're out. So these things are great. There is no check if a write is already started, so it starts again and again because of how it's created. Whew, I'm thinking I should call it today. I mean, you keep on testing and playing around with it. It is basically nothing more than keeping at it, reading the code, and changing some things around. If you don't like the coloring, where would that be? That would be in a theme. So client. Let's quickly check out the code. Let's do that, right? So just read some more. Okay. Generally, super mod q, super q, kill. Yes, found that. Rules. How do you want the rules to apply? We have rounded rectangulars here. Global Lua. We've done that, I believe. Yeah, and init and what? We've done that. Tags layout, single maximized Lua, init Lua. Oops, sorry guys, let me pause me. My video, where is my video? Pause. Okay, I think she's gone. So, local tags, Chrome, type Chrome, probably this whole kind of things or what? Screen 1, social icons, game, yeah, probably. So, those are the icons. And then with screenshots, Spectacle. Ooh, we haven't installed Spectacle at all. So if you want this to work, you need to install Spectacle. It's a plasma thing. So Control T, and then my content is working. Control T, but it is still doing this. So sudo pacman -s Spectacle. Does it take a lot of plasma stuff? Ooh, yep. That's your choice, right? Do you mind if there is 306 megabyte more? I don't. It's a VirtualBox. Okay. Oops, I think I just interrupted that installation, but doesn't matter. And then awesome, spawn, whatever it is, Went for applications or run recommend riddles, just goes right. That's interesting. Right, that's what I basically say for variety, but doesn't take care of that then. So look, and that's this one, init lua, python.conf, readme, and the Rofi. If you want to change the look of Rofi, you can do so. So don't know what the coloring should be here. I'll probably just get my own python.conf and paste it in there and trust my code. Somewhere is a difference, right? So melt and see what the difference is. But the point of the video is, of course, also to talk about how do you approach these things? What kind of workflow could you do? There's nothing written in stone. Could you do? Now this thing is on virtual machine. You want this thing to be somewhere else. You want this to be, this is the desktop, just awesome. That's my thing from git clone Eric Dubois. We've been playing around quite a bit actually, so we could move it, that's easier. So this is the original, okay. And then exit, Ctrl X, config, Ctrl V, and this thing can be compared. Yeah. So what changes did we do in these 51 minutes that I've done? What changes did we do? Global Lua. We told them to forget about this reboot thing. This was annoying, right? What else did we do? We set the key there, superx ArcoLinux logout. Okay, fine, ArcoLinux logout. So these were all the changes. So we check ourselves again. Ctrl-Alt-T instead of superx. And supershift-R is going to reload awesome, and we don't want to quit it with super mod control, so super control Q is not our thing. Not my brain would never come up with that keyboard shortcut. Apps Lua, Terminator, nope. Alacrity, look, this one. Gedit, Sublime. Files, Tunar. Flame Shot, sure, but not Synology and Steam Silent. Off they go. And this is what you need to do. You stay in control, make your own thing. I've made an opacity rule for Alacrity here, or not. VSync gave me problems. I'll just copy paste, right? This was an error, the refresh rate of a warning. It's not the same thing. Save. And then you do another refresh. Et voila. So everything is now on my virtual machine still, but it's checked. There's some control over it. Enfin, yeah. Questions, right? Tunar. What I need to do now is push it to the internet. I am on my correct system. Okay, just checking. Yeah. Give me a moment here. Okay, that works. I'm not sure, so I'm gonna do this again. To our file manager, config. Where is it? There and there. So this is the check. And then we push this to the internet. Git version 1. And that's it for me, right? It only requires now my login, my password. First changes or something like that. I need to run my scripts and get it all online. All right. Have fun. figuring out things. It is time consuming, can be fun. And in the meantime, you read code, and it's always an added value. All right, bye.